Heyo! Welcome to the Team SNG Test Hands video. Today we are going to be doing the test hands for Springans Albaz, which was featured on the channel earlier this week. While I got your attention, I'd like to ask you guys, leave us a like, leave us a comment, and leave us a subscribe. Alright, so Springans Albaz. Springans Albaz, it can go first and go second. If it goes second, it tries to break a board. If it goes first, it aims to set up its graveyard to disrupt your opponent throughout their turn. So we are going to go first twice, and we are going to go second once. That all being said, let's get into it. Alright, so onto our first test hand. Copy a trade-in, Springans Branga, Springans Watch, Springans Branga, and Fallen of Albaz. So it's not ideal, because we're going to need to use Springans Watch most likely to get to our Gold Garganda, unless we can see it through our trade-in. So we're going to start out with that. We're going to use our trade-in to draw another trade-in and a Captain Sargus. Well, trade-in's not once per turn, so why don't we send off our second... We're going to send off our Sargus with our second trade-in to Springans Rocky and a Gold Garganda. Fantastic. So that's ideal for us. We're going to activate our Gold Garganda. And then we are going to activate our Springans Watch. Adding to our hand Springans Paydor, and sending to the grave our Springans Rocky. Springans Rocky, because it's sent from deck to grave, will let us special summon back our Springans Captain. And what we're going to do is we are going to activate Great Sand Sea Gold Garganda to send off our Branga. And special summon out our Merrymaker. At this point we will normal summon our Paydor, who we will promptly tribute off for Branga. And then we will overlay our Branga and our Captain for our Springans Ship Explorer. We're then going to attach Paydor and Rocky to our Merrymaker. And then on our opponent's turn, what we can do is at any point, if our opponent looks like they're going to get rid of our field, we can banish off our Merrymaker. And then at the end of the turn, that will let us fusion summon... or special summon, that will send, when he's banished, our Titaniclad, the Ash Dragon, and then during the end phase, we can special summon Fallen of Albaz, and then fuse off our Fallen of Albaz with anything else in our hand, with anything else on our opponent's field, by discarding something in our hand to take stuff away from our opponent at the end of their turn. We can also dodge any effects that might destroy our X-Flower as well by sending him away during our opponent's turn. So as you can see, the deck does have an interesting way of sort of going. First, it controls the board state by removing stuff at the end of the turn. So you want to try and keep your Merrymaker and your X-Flower on the field as long as possible, just to act as something your opponent needs to think about. But at the end of the day, you are aware you're likely just taking them and getting them off the field ASAP. And hopefully, you've got your Merrymaker set up with 2 materials, so you can send off a Albaz Fusion and get your Fallen of Albaz on field to take something from your opponent. So this time we're going to go second. And we're going to start out with a Springans Brothers, a Fallen of Albaz, a Nibiru, a Serpent, and another Serpent. Still haven't seen a Gold Goganda, which is a bit unfortunate. 6th card, Springans Watch. There's our Gold Goganda, even if it's not the ideal way of doing it. So, we're going to assume our opponent is summoned 5 times on their turn. And we're going to give them a Nibiru token. At this point, we're going to activate our Springans Watch to get ourselves our Gold Goganda. We are going to normal summon Fallen of Albaz. We're going to then use his effect, sending off one of our 2 Serpents to fuse the token and Albaz away into Albion the Branded Dragon. Albion will let us banish our Albaz and our Gold Goganda to go into a Glory Dragon. And then we can also activate Springans Brothers, Gold Goganda, sending off our Springans Brothers. And we can equip our Sargus and our Sargus and our Brothers to our ship X-Flower. And just to finish it all off, we can also special summon our Serpent in attack position. Shall I say OTK? I mean, 3,000, 6,000, 11,000, plus 2,100. Sorry, plus 3,100 because we have Gold Goganda on field. Yeah, that's an OTK right there, guys. So, onto our final test hand. Branga, Paydor, Booty, Gold Goganda, Nibiru. So, unfortunately, we're going first here, so Nibiru is kind of a dead card, but we can always pitch it for Gold Goganda, so that's not the end of the world. Although, ideally, what we're going to want to pitch is our Branga. So, this is a bit of a subpar opening. We do have Booty, which acts as an interesting disrupt, but not a whole lot else. So what we're going to do first is we are going to activate our Grand Sea Gold Goganda. We are then going to pitch off our Branga to special summon from our extra deck. Yeah, to special summon our Merrymaker. So Merrymaker has got 2,100 right now. With Merrymaker, we're going to send from our deck to our grave our Captain Sargus. Then we'll normal summon our Paydor, and we will tribute off our Paydor to summon our Captain Sargus in defense, just because then it's a big body our opponent has to think about. And we will attach our Paydor and our Branga to the Merrymaker and activate our Springans Booty. So now on our opponent's turn, at any point when they look like they're going to pop off, we can negate an effect by banishing off our Merrymaker, thanks to our Springans Booty. And that banish, because there's 2 materials attached to Merrymaker, will let us send from our deck to our grave a Sprind the Iron Dash Dragon. That then means on our opponent's turn, at the end of their turn, we can banish our, we can use Sprind's effect, and we can actually summon out another Springans monster, or we could summon out Fallen of Albaz and pitch the Nibiru to tribute off their Nibiru. To tribute off their field, to fusion off something from their field. That all being said, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave us a like, leave us a comment, leave us a subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next video.